Hello students, today we are studying the degree of dissociations. Before that, here some here are the questions we are discussing about that questions. Use your brain power. Which in the use your brain power? Which of the following is a strong electrolyte? First, HF. Student, HF is the strong electrolyte because it dissociates into H plus and F minus as like HCl. Therefore, HF is the strong electrolyte. Second is silver chloride. Silver chloride AgCl is also strong electrolyte. AgCl is the insoluble salt, but it is a strong electrolyte. CuSO4 is also strong electrolyte. CS3 COO NH4 is also strong electrolyte. And last H3PO4 is the weak electrolyte. This only is the weak electrolyte. H3PO4 in this chart, H3PO4 is the weak electrolyte. Other are strong electrolytes. Okay. Now see the degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation. The degree of dissociation of electrolyte is very important as a fraction of total number of moles of the electrolyte which is dissociate into its ions when equilibrium is attained. Degree of dissociation is denoted by the symbol alpha. How the degree of dissociation is denoted or represented? It is represented by the symbol alpha, and degree of dissociation alpha is equal to number of moles dissociated divided by total number of moles. Okay, that is, it is the degree of dissociation is the ratio of number of moles dissociated to the total number of moles in that substances. Do you know percent dissociation is given by the alpha into 100. This is the formula of the percent dissociation. Percent dissociation is equal to alpha into 100. The degree of dissociation multiplied by the 100 is the percent dissociation. What is the percent dissociation? Percent dissociation is equal to degree of into 100. Okay. Then here see the, if C is the molar concentration of an electrolyte, the equilibrium concentration of cation or anion is alpha into C mole dm cube inverse. Okay. So what is the degree of dissociation? Degree of dissociation is the ratio of number of moles dissociated to the total number of moles. And what is the percentage dissociation? Percentage dissociation is given by alpha into 100. So degree of dissociation multiplied by 100 is the percent dissociation. Acid and base. Now next point is the acid and base. Acid and base. Acids and bases. Do you know, students, we are using the acids in the different type of the substances. For example, acetic acid, do you know acetic acid is present in the vinegar? So student, we are using the vinegar vinegar and for pickle. These vinegar contain the acetic acid, so it is found in the acetic acid is found in the vinegar. Do you know citric acid is present in the lemon or citrus fruits? Do you know we are sometimes using the antacids? uh, in the antacids, magnesium hydroxide is the base. Ammonia is the household cleansing agent or household cleansing product which are the base. मुलांनो, तुम्हाला माहिती आहे की व्हिनेगार आपण जे घरी वापरतो व्हिनेगार, त्या व्हिनेगारमध्ये ॲसिटिक ॲसिड असतं. आता तुम्हाला माहिती असायला पाहिजे की आपण जे सिट्रस फ्रूट्स वगैरे घेतो, सिट्रस फ्रूट खातो लेमन्समध्ये वगैरे, लेमन्स, ऑरेंज वगैरे, ही जी आहे ना सिट्रस फ्रूट्स आहेत याच्यामध्ये सायट्रिक ॲसिड असतं. सो वी आर युजिंग द ॲसिड्स. ओके, समटाइम्स वी आर टेकिंग द antacids, and antacids contain the base like magnesium hydroxide. Do you know ammonia is also base? Ammonia is the base and it is present in the household cleaning products. Tartaric acid is present in the tamarind paste. Tartaric acid is present in the tamarind, and we are using the tamarind paste in kitchen, and this tartaric acid is present in the tamarind paste. Okay, these are the some acids and bases we come across in the everyday life. Where we are come across the acetic acid which is present in the vinegar. We are come across the citric acid which are present in the citrus fruit and the lemons. We are come across the magnesium hydroxide which is present in the antacids. Ammonia which are present in the ammonia is the base, and magnesium hydroxide is also base which is present in the antacids. Ammonia is present in the household cleaning agents, cleaning products. Tartaric acid is present in the tamarind. So okay, so these are the acids and bases. But now we are studying the acid and base according to Arrhenius theory. According to Arrhenius theory, here Arrhenius theory of acid and bases. According to this theory of acid and bases, there are different type of the definitions are given by the Arrhenius according to his theory. Acid is substance which contain hydrogen and give rise H plus ions in aqueous solution or when dissolved in the water. So acid are the substances. Acid are that substances which contain the hydrogen and it gives the H plus ions when dissolving in water and in the aqueous solutions. For example, HCl is the acid because when dissolved in water in aqueous solution, it gives the H plus ion. Cl minus ions, but we are dealing with only H plus ions. So substances which give H plus ions and contain hydrogen. HCl contain hydrogen and gives the H plus ions. So it is the acid. For example, acetic acid. This is also contain the hydrogen here, and it gives the H plus ion as a major ion. CH3CO ions is the ions, so we get the H plus ions majorly. So it is the acid. So substance which gives which contain the hydrogen and gives the H plus ion in aqueous solution or when dissolved in the water is called acids. According to Arrhenius theory, the substance which gives the H plus ions in a water as a bare ions, they are called acids. Okay, do you know base? Now consider the another examples. NaOH. These contain the hydroxide OH group. NaOH contain the OH group, and on dissolving or in aqueous solution, NaOH gives the gives the OH minus ion, majorly OH minus ion, and substances which gives the contain the hydroxyl group and gives the OH minus ions in aqueous solutions are called base. Therefore, any in this example, any OH contain the OH, and it gives the OH minus ions, hydroxide ion. There is the OH minus ions, produces OH minus ions in aqueous solution or when dissolved in the water. Therefore, it is the base. For example, NH4. Another example, see the NH4OH. This is also contain OH group, and on dissolving water in aqueous solution, it gives the OH minus ion, minus ions, OH minus ion, and therefore it is called base. Okay, NH4OH gives, it contains OH group and it gives the OH minus ions plus NH4 plus, but we are majorly considered to the OH minus ions, and the substance is called base. According to Arrhenius theory, the substances which gives the OH minus ion are called base, and substance which gives the H plus ions and contain hydrogen are called acids. But there are limitations for this theory. For example, NH3 and Na2CO3 and NH3. NH3, it does not contain the OH, but it is the base. According to Arrhenius theory, substance should contain the OH group and give the OH minus ions, but NH3 is base. It does not contain the OH group and not give the OH minus ions. Another limitations for this theory is the Na2CO3. These do not have the OH group, and but this does not give the OH minus ions also in aqueous solution, but this is the base. Okay, so this is the limitations of the this theory. I hope you are understood.